Hi y'all, it's me. I'm here to share some design team projects with you for my Little Crafty Shop, who is Lisa's shop. This is her information if you want to go check it out. She sells not only dies but handmade items, so you can go check that out. And if you use my code, you can get 10% off your dies. So that's really nice. I'm going to show you again the dies that I got, and then I'll share you the projects that I created with them. So I'll put that over here, and then these were the dies. This is a butterfly bow. You get 2 sizes. This one is a little gift box, so it comes with lots of pieces here, so I'll show you that. And then this is the rosette die. So I went ahead and tried to figure out how I was going to use these, and I didn't know, and then all of a sudden the thing just came together. So anyway, before I begin though, I want to show you one thing you can do with this die right here. Either one actually, right there. I have projects, but I want to show you just one thing. If your packages don't come with a little hanging thing and you want to hang up your item, you can use that piece, one of those pieces right there, to do that. You just run it through and it cuts it, so then you can hang it on your pegboard. So that's just an extra little something with that die. So I'm not going to show you like one die, what I made, that kind of thing, because that's not these kind of dies. But what I will do is I will bring out each collection that I created for you. And I'm going to start off with this card I created right here. And this is with Maggie Holmes, of course. And basically, I used the bow die only on this particular project. Now, if you noticed, it's a butterfly bow die. What I decided to do was I only folded in the top portion of the bow, and that made it look like a little banner, which I thought was super cute. So that's one way to use that die as well. But anyhow, so I just layered some papers here and added some of the ephemera, and I think it's just a really pretty card to send off to a friend just to make someone happy or feel good. To go with that, I used the box die, and that's the little box I created. This one I did not put any the insert boxes. I just lined the bottom portion of it, and I didn't put anything in it. When I make these projects, I really don't make them to send off to anyone or anything. I just make them, so I don't want to have like a bunch of stuff extra put around. What I did here though was I layered 2 pieces of acetate together with these punched out shapes from my punches, and that way they're in place. I didn't make them as a shaker. I just wanted them to stay in place. Now again, I used the bow die, and if you look at this one, basically all I did on this one was I made the bow as you would if you were going to be using it for the butterfly, and I folded up the small one onto the big one right here, and so I got this kind of double layered bow, and then I used that round part right there to make the center. So it's kind of another way to get a different kind of a bow. This bow, because of the archway being up here, the bottom part would be flat, but that makes it cute. You could even set it right on the top of the box and it would sit flat. So that was a cute little way to use that. On this one, I used a couple of the rosette dies, and I layered them on top of each other. They look so gorgeous when you layer them together, the different styles. I think it gives a really beautiful look. And then I made the small butterfly with the bow, and as you can see, I cut him out of glitter, his body. I added diamond dots to the wings, and then I just layered everything together. I think that is so pretty. What a nice little ensemble to give someone. And then lastly, for this collection, I decided to use the butterfly bow yet again, and I made a little charmed angle right here. So basically it's just on a clear bail right there. You can see it in the back. There's a clear bail, and then I attached a jump ring through that and hung it onto this little beaded piece that I created. So that makes a super cute little gift you could send off to a friend and just brighten their day up a little. So let me move on to the next collection of stuff, and I will show you what I did for this one. So for this collection, I decided to First off, used the butterfly bow, but decided not to use it as a butterfly, but merely a bow. And I made this cute little dangle, so you can hang this off of a journal or whatever. Again, doing the same thing. I used one of those clear bales, and I actually covered it up with the piece of that, the centerpiece, so you don't see the back of it. But super cute little piece to have. And then I also made a cute, where'd it go? Here it is. I made a cute rosette, and this one is like a pin. You can put a pin on the back. I didn't do that, but you could put a pin on the back and put this on and wear it for Halloween. It's got a bunch of cute little dangles down here at the bottom, and you can see on this one, I used this same rosette die, but I cut one shorter. And by that, when I say cut one shorter, what you would do is you'd come in and cut it down like this. Cut it off here, discard the bottom part and keep just the small part. The reason I did that was so that when I layered them, they didn't sit on top of each other the way that they do on this one, but they're melded together. If you look closely, you can see they're laying together. So when I did the folding, I folded them at the same time. I added some die cuts in the background, a little ghost, a word boo, and it's so cute. Really cute little piece there. Then I created the box right here, and this is a little rosette from the collection. I just folded it differently. Every time you get a die like this one, you can opt to fold it where the score line is or in half of that. Same with any of them. You don't have to fold them where this line is. You could just fold them on this line here, like every other big line, and you get different looks. That's why it's really fun to play with them. This one, so I just added a rosette. I put some glitter around the edges, this little trick or treat, a little piece of ribbon there. And then this particular one on the cover, which you'll see in just a moment, you can see there's some of that creepy cloth. I layered that again between 2 sheets of acetate, and that way it doesn't move, because if I didn't do that, it was sagging and it didn't look right. I like it better that it sits up like that. So that was the way I did that lid. And on this one, I opted to do the boxes, but I chose not to add the little, let's see here, this piece I'll show you. It has this little decorative edge here. I cut those off for this one. Now, mind you, you can use these boxes in or out of a container. You don't have to use them in. You could put them and glue them together and make a little organizer for your table. Maybe you have all these little, like this. I have a little tray here of all these little things that accumulate on your desk when you're, when you're just crafting. And so that would be a cute way to organize them, is just put a bunch of these together, glue them together, and you'd have this nice little organization system. But anyhow, this is the box that I created for this collection. And then finally, the other thing I created in the Halloween theme was this little booklet here. And I used, again, the bow die, and I used a little rosette die. I did some stitching around the edges, some twine here. That's an image I printed off my computer. And again, just the stitching, you can see it around the edges. And what this holds, and this is something she sells in her shop, are these tiny ephemera pieces. I didn't know what to do with them as far as putting them in something. I didn't just want to throw them in a little drawer or anything. And I thought this would be so cute, so that when I'm ready to do Halloween crafting, all I have to do is pull this out, and all these little sentiments are here. I just used pieces of acetate that were sewn, and they create these see-through pockets so I can see everything I have. And when Halloween is over, I just have to close this up and put it away with my Halloween crafting for next year, and then it would be ready. So that's that particular set. Lastly, I did one other set, and this set is for Christmas. So again, like I did with the others, I created a dangle, but this time I added it to a clip, a bullnose clip right there. You could see I just put a jump ring, and then I did my beading, and then I added one of the rosettes that I cut down quite a bit to do because it needed to be small. It was this one right here, and I cut it almost right to the end of that little hole there so that it would be small, and that's how it came out. I just added a little picture of Santa in the middle, and I think it's such a cute thing to add to a journal or a traveler's notebook or anything like that. It's just a really cute little thing to have. To go with that, I decided to do a little rosette, and this is using some of the other rosette dies, as you can see there. I layered 2 together. I put some greenery, Santa, and the glitter paper in the back. Really pretty. Don't they look nice when they're stacked? I think they look really great being stacked together. The next item I did was this little box, and inside of this one I did throw some beads just to kind of show you how it would look. I wanted this to mimic Santa's buckle on his waist. I put the word believe. I used the butterfly bow without the butterfly body. And this one, again, I only used 2 boxes, and I did leave the edges on them right here. I didn't glue this one down, but I did glue the rest down, and I left this just to show you the edge. I will be gluing that down later. But you can use 2 boxes and put something else in the middle. You don't necessarily have to put 3 boxes in there just because there's, room for them. So that was a cute little ensemble for that. And to end my projects with you, this is the last thing I created. I have a die that cuts out a gift card holder, which this is right here. You just slide your gift card down in there. I used the bow die again here with a pom-pom in the center, some baker's twine. I glued diamond dots all the way around the opening. I used the smallest rosette die. That's this very little one right here. And I folded it on every fold, so it gave this really nice looking tight look. And then I have a scallop punch, and it fits so nicely behind that. I thought it looked really great. I added the word believe and the little Santa that I fussy cut. And basically you could just put this, tie it to a package, tie it on the Christmas tree to give a gift, or however you choose to do it. So I was really happy to play with all of this. I've been putting it off because I'd gone camping and totally spaced out and all that stuff. But anyhow, you know how that all goes, right? So here's just a recap of everything. I know you can't see it all. It's kind of hard when you're, whoa, sorry about that. My camera moved. Here, I'll move it off there, just so you can have an overview again of all the little things that were created using the dies that I got at my Little Crafty Shop. Really cute stuff. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to use my discount code, and I'll put the link down below for you so that you can find Lisa's shop easily. Until next time, do what makes you happy. Bye for now.